Hello, Crystal here from SavvyBroker.com, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today about emotional real estate. Quite often people buy real estate on an emotional basis, and we'll talk about how that's not necessarily a good thing in a later post. For now, I want to talk about emotional real estate and appraisals. Say somebody buys a piece of property that would appraise or value at, say, around $325,000. But say it's not really for sale, and a buyer comes into town and they want that piece of real estate. So, there's a saying of everything's for sale for a price. So say the seller says, okay, they'd sell it, but they want $750,000. And the buyer says, no problem, I got plenty of money, and they buy it. So this property that's worth $325,000 ends up selling for $750,000 based on an emotional buy. It goes into the MLS, and all the lenders and the realtors, appraisers use it to value all the other homes in the area. So now the price of all the other homes just went up. So will the other homes sell for this price? Who knows? They say real estate values at what a buyer's willing to pay, what a seller's willing to sell for. So maybe a buyer will buy, maybe they won't. But it does increase what a home is worth across the board. And certainly when it comes to home equity loans. So say your house that was comparable to that one that sold for $750,000, you want a $100,000 loan on it. So you end up getting overextended, and you can't really necessarily sell it for the price that you've got a loan on. Or if a new buyer comes to town and ends up buying the new property at that price, it ends up inflating the market, and the market kind of doubles overnight, or at least goes up a huge percentage. And so I think there should be a way in the MLS for the appraisers to take this into consideration, but quite often they don't. The appraisers don't take into consideration how much commission's paid. Now, in antitrust laws it says you're not supposed to charge the 6%, like say that's our standard rate. But how do appraisers know, and they look at the MLS data, whether you charge 2%, 5%, 10%, or 12%? And if they don't know that and factor it in, then how can they put a value on a home, right? Because they don't back that off of the purchase price. Other things with appraisals is the MLS does not police the data, so they have no way of knowing that the realtor has entered the correct sold price. There's a lot of things that can end up to information on the MLS that's not right, and emotional real estate is definitely one of those. So, including things you love like antiques in the yard, or a boat, or furniture. Sometimes people include those personal properties onto their purchase price. That also affects the MLS and the real estate values, and it shouldn't be done, but it is done. So check out SavvyBroker.com and subscribe to my blog and find out the shocking truth about the real estate industry and how realtors are hurting you while at the same time providing no consumer protection. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you folks have a great day.